Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here. Before we get into the video today, which is a really good one by the way, I just wanted to thank you guys who have already sponsored my channel. It's really cool and a privilege for me to be picked as one of the beta YouTubers to have the sponsorship button live, and I want to give a special shout out. Every single video I'll be giving a special shout out to one of my sponsors at the end of the video, and also putting up a post that only sponsors can see on my community tab every week. But the coolest part, in my opinion anyway, is that you get that cool little CWA logo next to all your comments, and those of you who engage with me on a daily basis in the comments know that the comments are really a huge part of my channel. It's something that I really love doing, is engaging with you guys the first hour after every upload. So guys, just wanted to thank you guys who have already done that. I woke up this morning to 8 sponsors. I haven't even announced anything yet. So cool. And again, a huge shout out to the very first sponsor of the channel, my friend Powerbang Gaming. So guys, enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, I have on currently the #1 player in the world. It is Corvette, aka Dergha. Today, oh no, he's not playing this deck, guys. Today, we're gonna go over the new version of bait that he's playing. It's like a pseudo minor control mixed with bait. It's a really interesting deck. It's kind of like old school meets new school, or I don't know, 2 archetypes kind of combined. I said, here's the deck, by the way, guys. So it has the minion horde, it has the miner in Inferno Tower, of course, mixed with the traditional bait cards and the Goblin Barrel and the Princess and the Goblin Gang. So a really, really strong deck. I know a few of you guys in the comments have been like, Ash, you said, oh, we have a live match here. We're going to start out with a live ladder match, by the way. They said, you know, Ash, you said that bait would still be viable and strong, but, you know, it's not looking so strong right now. I still do stand by those words. I think that bait is still strong right now. In fact, it is, as you can see, #1 in the world, and I have seen it. I saw it at GamerG Masters and in all kinds of competitive, in RPL, in the competitive play. So I do think that bait is still strong right now, despite what some of you are telling me otherwise. So we're going to share this deck, and hopefully you have success with it. Now, guys, we're going to get into this live match in just a second, but one thing I have to tell you is stay tuned for the last match. You won't regret it. It's a great match. You can see that Corvette just used the move that he talked a lot about to me. He said he loves using the Goblin Barrel, the Fireball, and the Miner all in one big shebang if you know your opponent doesn't have log. So we'll be seeing that throughout the replays afterwards too, but I wanted to point that out as we just saw it there against Nova Botcham. Man, Nova Botcham, probably the best Lava Loon player, is that safe to say? Or at least his name is the most synonymous. I can't hear Botcham without thinking of Lava Loon, and we're going up against him right now. What better player to go against here in this live match? You can see Princess doing work there. There's just so many counters to Botcham's deck in here. We have the Inferno Tower, we have Princess, we have Minion Horde. It's very difficult here. The deck is stacked against Botcham here in this match. So let's see how we handle it. Look at this. Look at the left. We have one Goblin who makes contact with that left tower. Also a little bit of chip damage with that miner. Down to 1059. Here comes the Goblin Barrel and the log. That's gonna do it. Now remember, in the Lava Loon deck, there's not that many good Goblin Barrel counters, especially when you're running the Zap version, which, let's face it, is pretty much, you know, is necessary for a Lava Loon deck to reset the Inferno Tower and the Inferno Dragon. So here it comes again, the big push, but you know, the Fireball is just going to finish things off. Fireball is another spell that we're going to have to talk about in this deck. It's been added in place of Rocket, right? So we're seeing a lot of poison and Fireball added in place of Rocket in both the Hog decks with Rocket and also in the Bait deck. So you guys might want to make that change too, even if you're not playing this exact version of Bait. So the Minion Horde also added to this deck, and you can see here, guys, only 3 seconds left. Obviously, Botcham had no chance in this matchup. Very, very well played there by Corvette. So let's hop into the replays. I'm going to save the best one for last, guys, because darn, it's just such a good comeback. I can't wait till you guys see it. Plus, he gets BM too, which makes it even better. Love the early BM, and there's a comeback. So Dergha, aka Corvette today, right in this match, I should say today, in the top of the screen, going against Love, his Sandstorm comrade here on the bottom. So playing a beatdown deck is Love. Interesting to see a deck like this too. Looks like a double minion maybe, the double minion beatdown version that we had tag share on the channel as well, maybe about a month ago, and that is also a top 10 deck, it looks like here. So that deck is definitely still viable. And we have the early Inferno Tower answer here by Corvette. He's going to use a princess right in front of that king tower. Perfect princess placement. However, she still will be taken out by that log there. You can't protect the princess totally when you put her in front of the king tower. And it looks like the giant is going to get a few hits, more than a few hits, on this right tower, taking it all the way down to 1841. So certainly not the start that Corvette was hoping for here, but remember, he has all the weapons he needs to defend against this deck, so he'll be ready next time. And again, guys, this is what we talked about. Man, what a strong combo that is. You just got to make sure you pick your spots. But again, this is another deck with no log in it. We have the zap, and there's actually a lot more zap going around with the bats, of course, all the resettable targets in the Inferno Towers, Inferno Dragons, and especially with Three Musketeers being so strong, Three Musketeer deck coming up soon, you know, there's a lot of zap going around, and this deck has zap and log. So having to kind of juggle between the zap and log, you want to make sure you're paying attention to the log and not the zap, especially this deck, because you want to kind of orchestrate one of those big offensive combinations. Again, the Miner, the Goblin Barrel, and the Fireball, 1, 2, 3 punch onto your opponent's towers. So here it comes again. There's the Inferno Tower set back, getting ready for the minion horde. However, Love he does not have the minion horde. He has minions selected here. So we knew the log wasn't in rotation. We sent in the Goblin Barrel, and this is going to be very tough to defend, but guess what? We have the minion horde still available. Zap has been used, so we can send in the Miner. It's going to be minion horde on minion horde crime there. Here comes the Fireball, not targeting the tower. However, we get rid of the opponent's horde there. So here comes the Miner, and look at this. Has the wherewithal, the discipline to hold back on the Goblin Gang, knowing that Love had that log in rotation. It was a good predictive log there by Love, however, didn't get the job done. This Goblin Barrel is going to go ahead and finish off that right tower. Love couldn't use the Fireball because he knows he needs it on offense there, and actually, he's going to be able to get down that right tower. Here comes the log and the Fireball on the right tower. He does take some incidental damage on the left tower from that princess and some of those minions left over. 1399 to a full tower HP on the left. So Corvette decides to go all out on offense here. Good defensive Fireball. Love really thinks this one is over here. Keeps saying good game, good game, good game. But remember, guys, your opponent, when they say good game, sometimes it's strategy, right? Sometimes it's telling you, hey, you know, I think you got me here, but maybe they really don't. Maybe they think they have a shot here, and they keep on playing on. So here it goes. There's the defensive log and minions, another good Fireball. You can see that Corvette is not afraid to use those Fireballs pretty aggressively, and oh man, he has to cycle back to the Fireball quick, or the Zap, and there it is, finishing off the contest. Wow, that was close there at the end, actually. That was closer than I thought it was. I remember it being when I first saw that replay. So here it is, guys. Get ready for this one. It is the big BM comeback victory. So Corvette again on the bottom this time against HBS4. HBS4 has been on the channel before, but hey, kind of disappointed in him. Kind of disappointed after this replay, guys. He had some early BM, to say the least. It's actually miraculous, in my opinion, that Corvette was able to come back in this matchup. So here it goes. It's a princess finishing off that mega minion, and here comes the beatdown push. It's, of course, a Goizen Prince deck. Goizen is officially everywhere. I did a video on Goizen 3 videos ago now, I think. So check that out if you want a couple good Goizen decks. In the meanwhile, here we go. It's a Giant and a Musketeer coming down the left lane. Use the Minion Horde against it. Decent counter. Minion Horde obviously still one of the strongest defensive weapons in the game. Certainly seeing a lot of skill horde, as Tag calls it, I guess, in the meta right now. So 1688. Here comes the first sad face on HBS4, getting a lot of damage on that left tower. Here comes the Princess Goblin Barrel on the right tower for Corvette. Does get a lot of damage, not necessarily as much as he took on his left tower in the previous sequence. So here we go. What's HBS4 going to do here? Is he going to drop that knight in the back? Or why does he have him selected anyway? Okay, here's the knight at the bridge on the left. Knight is going to make contact with that left tower, and then he uses guards defensively on the right tower. So left tower is now down, and here we go. We are officially in BM time, but it gets even worse, so stay tuned. So the prince is doing a lot of damage to this king tower. Look at the prince go. Man, you cannot leave a prince unchecked against even a king tower. Look at how much damage he did, guys, taking it down to 1583 HP. Meanwhile, the right tower is even further down here after that the Mega Minion hit at 2385, and then the Musketeer goes as well, gets a couple shots off. Man, adding insult to injury here. Only 1 minute left in this match. Zap kills the Goblin Gang, and here we go. It's the BM time. We're going all out, baby. 652 left on the right tower. Here comes the Giant reloaded in the center in front of that king tower, and at this point Corvette, I mean, God bless the guy, he is not giving up, guys. He's not giving up, which I love about him. However, things are looking pretty dire here. Now it's 30 seconds left in the match. Here comes a big push going for his king tower. The poison dropped and just spamming BM at this point. The poison anticipates that minion horde. What can he do? He does get that right tower down, but here comes a Giant, a Musketeer. Things are looking pretty bad here. The Giant just pounding away on his king tower down to 581 HP. But guess what? Here it is, baby. It's comeback time. So here comes the Goblin Barrel, the Goblin Gang, and the Minion Horde, excuse me, in the pocket. Poison is misplaced, gets a ton of damage on that push. Miner comes in, finishes off the job. Unbelievable. Corvette, can you blame him returning the BM there, guys? Can you blame him? I can't blame him there. I can't. I just can't. That was a great comeback. What a great ending to the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. A huge shout out to my very first channel sponsor, Mr. Power Bang. Check out his channel in the description below. And of course, check out my YouTube partner, Bren Chong, in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.